Hello and welcome back here, 2022 LMS World Champs live from Cape Town, South Africa. We're at the quarterfinal stage now. Quarterfinal 3 here live from round of 16 action it is here, getting ahead of myself. So this is the third round of 16 match here on Wally Wilson Oval in the Western Province Cricket Club. We've got two South African teams doing battle. CPI challengers from Bloemfontein, they're in the black and orange, they're batting, and the Kamikaze Bumblebees from Cape Town, the local side, they've got the ball in hand. Got Viha Maya, he's the opening bowler. Watched the Bumblebees play yesterday against the New York Thunderbolts, and I was very impressed by them. So I was very impressed with them yesterday. Viamaya's got two different run-ups, so he's starting with the conventional straight up, but when he wants to swing the ball, he almost has like a Bob Willis-style run-up, as we welcome in my co-commentator, Ross Kaywood.
Good afternoon, Simon. How are you, buddy?
Very well, thanks. I was better than I noticed you're wearing my sunglasses.
Well, they're so cool. I thought I'd give them a crack. So we've had some fantastic cricket here today. I've just seen the Dhaka Warriors with a good win against the Pink Panthers. They're seriously looking strong, and I think they, for my money, could be in the final.
Yeah, could be. They were the number 2 seeds after the group stage, Ross. So they're on the opposite side of the draw to the world number 1 side, world number 1 LMS side, Masagami from Johannesburg. So Dhaka Warriors from Dhaka looking very strong as they knocked out the English side, the Pink Panthers. Now this is the two South African teams, one from Bloemfontein and one from Cape Town.
Yeah, I had a good chat to the CPI janitors guys. They fancy their chances here. They've had a good week. As the tournament's progressed, they've just got better and better. I had a good chat to Jan Rademan from the Kamikaze Bumblebees about his 100 yesterday. 100 off 29 balls, 10 sixes. He said he was seeing the ball like a football.
This is another wide here, just untidy there from Viha Maya. But yeah, I was lucky enough, Ross, to watch that knock from Jan Rademan. He struck the ball superbly well. He's on the Gary Kirsten Oval. It's slightly smaller than the boundaries here at Wally Wilson, but I don't think it would have mattered. He absolutely mullered it. It's a nice straight bat there from Lucas Boucher. He's the captain of the CPI Challengers, and he's batting along here with Carl Pretorius. That bat sounded good, didn't it, Ross? Just a little punch.
Sweet sound.
That's a great shot in the gap, flying away for 4 here. So the first boundary of the innings from Carl Pretorius. Clapped that one through the covers. Just going to show Ross is not all banging over cow corner. You can see some quality cricket shots through the covers as well. Look at that.
Great shot. Standing still, head still, just hits through the line and pierced the gap on the extra cover boundary.
This one's hit dead straight. They might set off slowly there. Boucher just, ball was hit straight, so he hesitated a little. So they just get through for 1.
Good start here for the CPI Challengers. 11 from the first over. This is the last 16 games, so knockout cricket, business end of the tournament. All to play for now. Quarterfinals on Saturday and the big grand final on Sunday afternoon. Should be a humdinger of a day on Sunday, Simon.
Indeed, and just so everyone's aware, we did have the semi-final scheduled, the quarterfinal, scheduled for tomorrow, but we've moved that back to Saturday. Some bad weather coming in over for tomorrow, so we're going to push that back, because this is Jaco Venter. He's got an interesting bowling as he's clapped. Oh, that's one hop. Jeez, that got hit like a rocket. The fielder was in 2 minds, and I think that's flush. So it's back now.
So the winner of this game will play the winner of the Black Eagles Yankee Royals, which will be played on. It's been playing on the Gary Kirsten Oval.
That's hit powerfully by Kyle Pretorius. So Jaco Venter, he's slow medium away swing bowl. He bowled very nicely yesterday against New York Thunderbolts, but different proposition here. Just swinging the ball away, and they've got the cover in. That's great to see. So they've got using the power play here. They've got short third man. They've got a man in the ring and extra cover, cutting the single long off, and then the offside sweeper, and just two on the leg side. This one's clipped to the leg side there.
Lucas Boucher and Kyle Pretorius look like well-organised players. Good solid techniques.
Pretorius looking to use the bottom hand, but it's a bit of a risk because it's with the wind, and Jaco Venter is going to be shaping the ball away from the right-handers here, as you see that, Ross. Look at that.
It's a huge shot there, but wow. It's flying over the boundary, over the scoreboard. Unbelievable scenes here at the Wally Wilson Oval.
That's a fantastic shot. Not sure tactically if they've got this quite right. Jaco Venter quite slow through the air. Bit easier to hit him straight back down the ground. Potentially they could have done like what the Heritage cricketers did, and a bit more pace early on. Try and make the guys hit the ball, square the wicket from this side, and then get Jaco on from the other end to take the pace off. But anyway, he may not get a second over. We'll see as Vihan Maya back into the attack. That's well bowled. So, Ross, you notice now, even with the wind and the short side there, they've still got that man up almost in the ring there at square leg.
They must be backing their bowler to bowl on the offside. It's out to long on just for a single. As we look out at the beautiful Table Mountain, it's covered with the tablecloth currently, but the wind is blowing. Chipped out to car corner fence just for a single. We'll just let it slide down the leg side for a wide. Just going to have to re-bowl that ball. You can just hear the Kamikaze Bumblebees supporters in the background just below the commentary box, egging their team on. They are a local team. Great little dab down to third man. They'll come back for two. That third man, that shot there, I've seen many a time in my LMS career. Played a lot of cricket with my brother. That's his go-to shot, the little dab down to third man.
Yep. The great mate, Matt Kaywood.
He's a absolute legend. Character on the LMS circuit.
So the crowd's starting to pile in here at the Wally Wilson Oval. We're expecting between 10 and 50,000 people to come in over the next few days.
Numbers are huge. You can see the Surefire Lions who were knocked out this morning. They're quenching their thirst.
So we just got a score update from our man on the mic here, Refats, but Yankee Royals 188 against Black Eagles in their round of 16 match. So tough ask there for Black Eagles. So one's clipped round the corner, down towards fine leg. The keeper hurling after this. He'll pull it in.
Beautiful day here in Cape Town. A bit windy, but the sun's out. Teams have had a fantastic time here. Great camaraderie between all the teams. Played hard on the field and enjoy a few drinks afterwards with each other. So one of the great things about cricket in these tournaments. Jaco Venter just mixing his pace up there a bit. So
Jaco Ventura again getting a look here, but just he's under pressure here. Just this big breeze, it's just not suiting him. I think they look to be hitting him straight here. Oof, he's a bit too straight there and down the leg side for another wide. So he was shaping the ball big away from the right-handers yesterday, but the breeze just not quite right from here. It's actually exactly the breeze he doesn't want, into his face and left to right. And that one just straying down leg.
Huge.
That's clapped into the gap. That's going to be another boundary. So CPI challenges from Bloemfontein. They're flying at the moment. Of course, the South African Championships were held in Bloemfontein earlier this year. Unfortunately, it was weather affected. But the Bloem team, they've come here to play today.
It's a great shot there by the batter. He's just absolutely timed it to perfection for another boundary. Carl Pretorius is in good form, it seems.
And Boucher just holding the innings together. Let Carl, he's in that. Oh, it's another big swing. That's better from Jaco Venter. Outside off stump. Needs to hang it out there. They're no longer using the power play. They've got that square leg man up though. It's a bit of an interesting position, but they must know something I don't. As that one's whacked, that's going to be 6 runs. The man on the boundary that thought about putting his hand up, the ninth man there, but he realised he's on camera and didn't want to make a fool of himself, so he just let it go. Just on length and dispatched. And you can just see the man there, the water boy, he was going to have a go, but he just let it go over his head there. So well played.
Well batted, Carl Pretorius. He moves to 28 off 11. Score now 43 for 0 4 overs. CPI Challengers is absolutely cruising at the moment. But we all know a few quick wickets could set a cats amongst the pigeons here. It is knockout cricket.
Indeed, Ross. Just a couple of wickets. Only 8 wickets in last man stands, of course, 8-a-side format. So just takes a couple and all of a sudden things can turn on their head. But sitting pretty at the moment, the challengers. So this is now Jamie Ferreira into the attack. He's the captain of the Bumblebees. Tall man, likes to bowl the ball into the wicket. This one's square, driven nicely. Could be another 4 here. Ross Fielder coming round.
Great fielding
there.
Oh,
no, he's knocked that on.
Oh, he's knocked it on.
Scrum down there, please, and 4 more runs to the CPI challengers.
It's a good effort, though, there by the P. Roo on the field.
Yep, Paul Roo, that is.
Yep. It's a good-looking shot there by Boucher.
Just see him, good angle here. He did all the hard work. He threw it into his knee and he just kicked it over the rope there, unfortunately. And again, Paul Roo into the action. Comfortably down. So the only thing I would say, Ross, is that the Bumblebees, I only saw 3 bowlers from them yesterday, just the way the game panned out. They only need the 3 bowlers to get the win over Thunderbolts. So don't know much about their 4th and 5th bowling options.
Yep. I've my first game commentated on them, so I'm not sure. But
what I would say is their batsmen are very explosive. Jan Radaman hit. Oh,
huge
talk
shot
about
over.
Explosions.
Ball goes crashing into the scoreboard. Carl Pretorius is on fire. Absolutely went like a tracer bullet.
Look at this. He's just clearing that left leg, Ross, giving him that swing pattern here, and the fielder was already upset with the bowler before the ball even hit the scoreboard. Oh, this is going to be another 4. It's in the gap. They're flying. What a rapid start.
He's seeing the ball so well. He's playing it under his eyes. Just slapped it behind backward point for another boundary. A certain 50 on the cards here for...
Ooh. Don't put the mocker on him, mate.
Yeah, that's very true. The good old commentator's curse.
If he gets out now, I'm going to tell him what you said up here. So the Bloem boys, they're going very well at the moment. Carl Pretorius, 38 off 14. Lucas Boucher, 19 off 14 at the other end. And what a difference a day makes, doesn't it, Ross? The groundsmen were working very hard on these wickets yesterday. We've come back today, and they're absolute belters, it would appear.
Absolute belter, yeah.
big appeal, but big stride and outside the line, I reckon.
Yep. So 58-59 after 5 overs. Look at this projector score, 227. That is huge on this pitch.
That'll be the score, big highest score of the tournament if they get there, Ross.
Yep. Just watching the Decca Warriors before, and they made light work of the target of 176. The Pink Panthers, who sadly are knocked out of the tournament out.
Going again here. Oh, that man, that's in at square leg, gets around and cuts it. Well, that was going to be another certain 4. There's been some superb watching today. We've had seen some great highlights. Habib Rahman was stood out for me. For a small man, he absolutely wallops the ball.
He hit 3 sixes in a row to get to his 50. A few of those sixes were landing on the clubhouse roof here.
Again, I tell you what, Lucas Boucher loves that point back. Oh, no, straight through his leg.
Jakes.
Oh, Jaco Venter, he's had a shocker there. He did all the hard work, got round to it, and then he just played a bit of tunnel ball.
Didn't get the long barrier out there, Si.
There wasn't any barriers, Ross. Just straight through. There's a shame for Jaco there. He, of course, took a 4 for yesterday, but trouble today. And he's gone again. This could be caught.
It's a great catch.
It's held out there by Paul Roux.
It's a fantastic catch there on the extra cover boundary. And
So that's the end of Lucas Boucher. Jinx.
Sorry, buddy.
That's so good. My mistake.
So the new man in is DeLunga. Comes in with the platform pretty well laid for him.
I was supposed to do my homework since I watched CPI Challengers play last time, Ross, but I've got a sneaking suspicion that DeLunga is actually Marchant DeLunga's brother. He, remember, he played at the 2017 World Champs, did this. I think it's the same DeLunga, but we can get some confirmation. If you're watching on Facebook, let us know if HJ DeLunga is Marchant DeLunga's brother. So first wicket down for the challengers, a 64 for 1. The Bumblebees just getting a bit of reprieve here. They just need to turn the screw a little, and a few tight overs will bring it back.
So Daniel Peterson picks up his first wicket. DeLunga just taking guard. Has a look at the field.
So wind blowing strongly from the top left across to the bottom right as we look at it. Ooh, and a play to miss.
Peterson, he's generating a bit of pace here. So after 6 overs, the score is 64 for 1. Cal Pretorius still there on 39 or 15. If we look at the last 10 balls, it's been pretty explosive. A few sixes, a few fours. If we look at Cal Pretorius' stats, he's played 107 games, 2,453 runs, averages 35, strikes at 135. His best is 60, 26 50s, and yet to get 100 in a world ranking of 976, which is not bad out of 200,000 players.
Yeah, not bad at all. So Jamie Ferreira here bangs this one out.
Oh, Jakes is going to have to get behind this.
Yeah, there we go.
That was much better, much more.
So Pretorius has been strong on the cut here, hasn't he, Ross? Just giving him a bit of space outside the leg stump, freeing the arms.
He's a good player. You can see how late he's playing it.
Nice little push there from HJ.
Just get himself off the mark. I've said a few times on commentary this week, as a batter, first thing you always want to do is just field bats and ball and get off the mark. All to play for here. This is knockout cricket, the business end of the tournament. Last 16 game between the Kamikaze Bumblebees from Cape Town and the CPI Challengers.
Oh! Nearly hit the helmet there, Ross.
So they'll get back for 2. Like Simon said, it nearly hit the helmet.
Would have been 5 penalty runs, which is not what you want when the opposition are going at 11s.
No.
So I've just messaged Arthur, our Bloemfontein franchise owner, to double check if Marchant de Lange is brother of H.J. de Lange. So we'll see what he comes back with. But I've got a sneaking suspicion.
Marchant de Lange is a seriously quick bowler. Played a few games for the Proteas. And then I think he got struck down by injuries, back injuries.
Plays for Hampshire now, doesn't he? Or
I'm not sure if he's where he's playing his county cricket. So after 7 overs, score of 70 for 1. Projector score at 200. Carl Pretorius 40 off 18, so striking at 200%.
But we've got the wicket man back on now, Daniel Peters.
Peterse.
I've been getting absolutely slated here with my Afrikaans pronunciation. I now know that Gouws is house. House, sorry. Yep. Close. Close on house. So H.J. de Lange on strike. And that, down the leg side. We must have clipped a bit of pad or something there.
Yep. Tulani, the main man in the umpire hot seat there. It's been fantastic this week. He's been on the main field all week. The reviews about him from the teams have been fantastic, so well done to him.
Oh, that one's clapped. Fielder coming around, but on the one hop. So they've pulled it back nicely here, the Bumblebees. The CPI challenges still going at 10 and over, but it feels like it's just tightened up a little, doesn't it, Ross? It's got a bit more ebb and flow now.
Yeah, it often happens when you get a wicket. It just the brakes come on a bit.
Umpire Quasi just fixing those stumps. It was just a little bit angled. We're good to go again now.
Ooh.
Big swing there by Pretorius. I feel like he just needs to get to his 50 now, Ross. The longer he's out there, the riskier it is in terms of him losing his wicket.
Yep.
Once you get to 50, you retire, so it's almost like an extra life. And frees the team up to get after it. And he goes the ramp there.
Got down on one knee and just helped it on its way over the keeper's head.
Should run. Well done there by the keeper. Just pulls it in inside. It's a lot of risk for 2 runs, but successful this time.
We've seen a few batters today display the ramp, the reverse hit, the switch hit. Some seriously skillful cricketers on show here today.
Yeah, the range of shots has been tremendous, Ross. Particularly when they switch around at the 10 over mark and bowl from the other end. The guys hitting into the wind then, so they've used those deft touches and switch hits to get the ball where they want it to go.
Does that remind you of yourself, Si?
No, I unfortunately don't have that in my repertoire. I'm more of a conventional player. I'm not brave enough to play the reverse sweep. I'm just not worried about getting hurt. I'm just worried about getting out and looking like a clown.
Yep. So that's 8 overs. Score is 74 for 1. We have Carl Pretorius still there at 43 of 21. And so just heard from our main man Rifat. The Black Eagles in a bit of strife. They're 14 for 2. Chasing that 180 target. So a mountain to climb for them. If they're going to get into the last 8, it's going to be the winner of that game playing against the winner of this game on Saturday. New bowlers, Matthew Dixon.
That's didn't mean for it to go there, I don't think, but it's flown away. I think he was trying to whack that straight, Ross, but just open the face at the last minute, or just twisting his hand a bit.
Yep. Oh, it's a huge shot over cow corner. Absolutely slapped that. Ball disappears over the trees.
That's gone a long way, that, Ross. The Bumblebees fielders will have to get after that one.
H. De Lange just now deciding to put his foot on the pedal. It's landed in the arc and it's hit out the park.
So you've stolen that one off to here. He's gone off to Coke Week to commentate, and you've just robbed his lines.
I've been known for a few cliches in my commentary career. Just a great shot as we see it disappear into the Rondebosch cricket fields.
So the Bumblebees, I watched them bat yesterday and they're absolutely tremendous. They didn't have to do much with the ball, defending a massive score, but they've just been a little bit wayward. This one's gone massive!
That's gone over the
oh my days!
Court into the car park. Again, he's just missing his length, and H. De Lange picked it up early. And
that's like you off the first tee, Ross.
Smashed that out the park. That's probably one of the biggest sixes of today. These CPI challengers are making their intentions clear.
Yeah, look, they're really looking to target with the wind here. It's obviously going to be a massive factor in the tournament. This strong breeze blowing basically from top left of the pitch towards the bottom right. So the guys hitting with the wind to long on at the moment. They're looking to capitalise before we switch around at the 10 over mark. If you just get a wide shot here of the beautiful Western Province Cricket Club, Table Mountain off to the right, and the Western Province Pavilion, which is starting to get busy. A few teams that have been knocked out of the tournament making their way up there to enjoy their day. Of course, rest day tomorrow with the weather around, so the guys will definitely be enjoying themselves tonight, as will we, I hope.
Yep. Have a nice dinner, team dinner.
Oof. Didn't quite get hold of that one. It sounded a bit clinky off the bat, but still went quite quickly towards the mid-wicket fielder.
Okay, so the projector score is still 200. I reckon in the CPI Challengers team meeting they would have been targeting the 200 mark.
Slow ball, outside edge. He's looking to go over long on again there. Just close the face a little early.
So Spencer first over for Matthew Dixon, going for 15. So 1 over away from the change, but after 9 overs, 89 for 1. Carl Pretorius now 45 of 23. H. De Lange 16 off 8, so he's striking at 200% now.
Yeah, I think this will be a over with a lot of positive intent here. Ross, they'll be trying to line up that squash centre there.
Daniel Peterson into his third over. He's gone for 10. He has picked up the wicket, the early wicket.
Down the wicket.
Slapped it through extra cover. Few bounces into the bungee rope towards the...
All right, this has been an onslaught. Length down the wicket, and has creamed that through the covers. Bounce your way there, up and over the mound. And all the Bumblebees players can do is fetch it.
Carl Pretorius looks a real good player. He moves to 49, so just 1 away from his 50.
Six or single?
6.
Oh, nice slow ball there. Nice change of pace from Daniel. So projected score 198 here. What are you thinking, Ross?
Thinking 180, yes.
Yeah, was leaning towards you there. I think they'll pull it back a bit in the second 10, but
Great shot
the
there.
way they're hitting that might be 4 again. The fielder, again, another knock on. Jaco Venters had a tough day in the office so far, getting around the point boundary. And that's the end of the innings for Chris Pistorius. He's retired on 50 now, and we'll get a very warm round of applause, I think, from the balcony here. He's just striding off now towards the pavilion. Gets a handshake from his batting partner there. And just see him make his way off. Gets a warm round of applause here from the balcony.
Really well batted there by Carl Pistorius. Some huge sixes. A lot of just displaying how much time he has. So the new batter is Nordia Fambilyun. Platform has been laid nicely for him, so for him just to put his foot on the pedal immediately. It's always the case when you've got a man on the hat retired on 50. It always gives the rest of the guys license to go hard from ball one.
So, Van Billion on strike.
Also mark immediately.
Pushes
with a
this one.
Nudge down to backward points.
So one ball left from this end, and then we'll swing round. So I have a feeling this could be a highlight here, Ross. Might be in the top 10 moments.
Ooh, not quite.
Highlight if you're looking for the conventional cricket shot. Textbook. Oh, it nearly was a run out.
High elbow there, just punch it down the ground too long off for a single. So after 10 overs, score has moved to 99 for 1. We'll change ends now.
Just seeing some of the Masagami players arrive here. Ross getting away from Harry down there. They're playing the final match of the day here against the Wolfpack from Lahore. The Wolfpack were all but written off in their playoff game against Popat, but they managed to hit 77 off the last 20-something balls to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat and keep their world champs campaign alive.
Unbelievable scenes there, Si. Unfortunately, I wasn't there to witness it. So Carl Pistorius, he's retired on 53 of 26. Lucas Boucher, good knock. He was 24 of 17. So new bowler, Jan Rademan, the main man who smashed 100 the other day, 29 balls and 10 huge sixes.
One of those was a home run 12 to bring up his 100 as well, Ross. He was on 88, final ball of the innings, and smoked it over square leg for 6 to bring up the 100.
Ooh, a big swing and a miss there by Echtalanga.
I'm not sure if CPI challengers have spoken about it, but I'll be interested to see how they adjust to the conditions from this end. The wind's going to be blowing flush into them here, so hard to go down the ground. That's probably going to be a wide. Oh, nope, it's good. Inside the line. Looked close, but a great call by Kwasi. I think Jan Rademan's got a big smile on his face, happy that he's perhaps got away with one there. Down the leg side. So projected score has been coming down at 1 point earlier in the innings. It was up at around 227, Ross, but down now to 189. The batsman just taking guard there on middle. So Van Billion, he's just faced the one delivery. That's away off the outside edge. Going to spin and run away with the wind and be another boundary. So I think the Bumblebees need to just have a quick chat here and just decide what lengths they want to bowl. They've got the field set to bowl wicket to wicket and full, and Jan just giving a bit of width and length there, and it's been slashed away for 4. And now they are adjusting that field, so just not sure about this, Ross. What would your tactics be here?
Clever cricket there. The batter knew that the third man was pretty square, so he's gone fine and he's got the gap there.
If you've played a bit of cricket in your time, Ross, what would your tactics be here with the conditions and the boundary and the wind?
Saying earlier, given that you've got a man in the huts retired at 50, these batters have full license to go big, yeah.
Do you think what shots they're going to look to implement? I think probably looking to hit square the wicket at the moment. Just the way the wind is, it's hard to hit to long on.
As we look at the draw for the rest of the tournament, the winner of this will play the winner of the Black Eagles versus Yankee Royals.
So Yankee Royals in the box seat there, by all accounts.
As you can see, there's going to be a quarterfinal, Dakar Warriors versus the Rebels. That should be a cracker of a game, Simon.
No, very good. Dakar Warriors. Rebels have got a strong history. Last man stands. I think they were quarter finalists in 2019 in Sydney at our last one, and they were finalists in the 2017 event, but yet to win one. They've been South African champions a couple of times, but they'll be looking to do one over Dakar Warriors, who were very impressive before.
It's going to be a great game, that. So 11 overs done. It's 105 for 1.
As we see Vihar Maya back into the attack.
Okay, I'm going to jump away from the commentary box for a bit. So I'm going to get ready for the mid-game interview. So thanks for having me, Si.
No worries, Ross. Always a pleasure. I'll see you in a bit, and good luck down there. And I'm going to be joined by Mr. Wayne Grieve, who's just been off having a break and heading around the grounds to catch in some of the action. So he might be able to give us a bit of an update from elsewhere.
Good afternoon, Simon. The CPI challengers are giving it a real hit here, going to 10 and overs. So I have had a look at the action on the Gary Kirsten Oval, and evenly poised game. The Black Eagles batted first and scored just under 180, or around the 180 mark. I'll get the exact figure for you. Oh, that's big! That's going to be...
Wow. That's into the pool, I think there. Might be a wet ball there. A massive hit.
I thought the people were booing, but there were shouts of pool. Watch this. Let's see if the cameraman gets it into the pool. But that's gone straight into the pool. That's correct.
So might need to dry the ball off there. We'll check. So Jan Radaman, the century maker from yesterday, he's got a bit of work to do with ball in hand here now. So you just look at that. Jan's bowled the 1 over for 5, but everyone else has gone for well over 6 and over here. And that's, oh, geez. Van Billion swinging hard at that ball, Wayne. Doesn't quite connect there, but when he does, they're going to be massive. So if you're joining us on Facebook here, drop us a comment. That one sits up, and that's a long hop, slow ball, long hop, and dispatched behind square on the leg side for another huge 6. So H.J. Jalanga tucking in here, 26 off 15 he was. That's just sat up. That's asking to be dispatched there. So 1-2-1 for 1 here off 12.2. Jan Radaman into bowl again, and another massive swing there by DeLonga. Not a connection this time. He's swinging himself off his feet almost every delivery here. But he's got license. The team's got another 6 batsmen to come here. Chris Pretorius, he retired for 50. So he's back in the hutch. So plenty in the tank here for CPI, and they're looking to push on and get up towards that 200 mark. Good bowling there by Yana, up in the block hole. Clap that one out to the leg side. He's really looking to go big every ball here. Calling for two, and they're going to come back. It could be tight, but the throw's just a bit wayward. If it had been near the stumps there, could have been trouble. The end of the 13th over. So just looking here, some other scores. Yankee Royals smoked up 188 for 5 after their 20 on Gary Kirsten Oval. And Black Eagles currently 59 for 3 after 7. So you'd have to say Yankee Royals slight favourites there. And in the plate competition, of course, 36 teams started out in this tournament. And we're down to the final 18 in the cup, but the other 18 into the plate. It's a nice looking shot there. There might be another 2, but no, happy to settle for 1. So in the plate comp, we've got 2 round of 16 games. MPVP of Cape Town, they're playing the Abusement Parks from Australia. Abusement Parks up against it again there, 69 chasing 177. That's a nice looking shot there from Van Billion. And the other side there, Dick Dorings against All Stars Singapore. Dick Dorings got 197, and also Singapore making a fist of it, 42 for 1 after 4. Into the wicket, and another big swing here. CPI, they just got to keep it going. They don't need to be looking at every ball for 6. If they go 9 and over, they only need the 1 boundary and over and a few 1s and 2s, and they'll get their 10s and be able to get it up around the 200 mark. But every dot ball just brings up projected score down a little. That one's huge, though. It's going. Is he going to make it? Paul Russo's underneath it and pouches it. It's a big hit out here, and that went so high. Towering. Paul Ru had an age to look at it, but settled himself comfortably and hangs on. That went so high in the air. I'd like to know the hang time on that. Settled Paul Ru. He did a little jig on the spot, got himself in position and clings on, and the crowd were happy there. Fan favourite in the background, 2 arms raised in the air. So, H.J. DeLunga departs. A fine knock. He just really added a bit of extra power to keep the onslaught going from the challengers. So you see it again here. This would be a good angle from this one on the ground. See how high that went. Just kept going up, up, up. Paul Ru settled himself, went straight in. Well done. Threw it in to look for the double play, but too alert there by Van Billion. So Niels Holthausen on strike now. And, unlucky there for Vihal Maya. Just a little outside edge and beats the keeper and runs for 4. So great start for Niels. It's unlucky there for Maya. Just see it here. Good delivery. Length, outside off. He did open the face, but I don't think he was looking to hit it quite so fine. And runs it away through first slip for 4. So we just look at the bowling figures now. So Maya, 4 overs, 1 for 31, finished his spell. Daniel Peterser, 1 for 20 off 3, and all the other bowlers have been a little bit expensive. Jaco Venter went for 13s, Matthew Dixon 15s, Jan Radaman 7.5, so not too bad. And he's in again here now. And that's been clapped straight. Probably going to be 4-1 bounce and over the rope into the advertising boards. So great shot there by Niels. Sorry, Nord van Billion it is. It was full half volley and duly obliged. Met. And went one bounce and into the rope. And again, out through the cover. This could be another boundary. Fielder's not going to cut that off. So superb batting here from Van Billion. It's a mouthful, so I'm just going to call him NVB from now on, but he's absolutely clapped that. 18 off 10. Another, that's the one before that got hit dead straight. The next one, I think, is even better shot through extra cover. As the Bumblebees just having to climb a fence here to retrieve the ball from the nets. So VR Meyer fetches that and tosses it back in. So, of course, here at the beautiful Western Province Cricket Club in Cape Town, the third match of the day here on Wally Wilson Oval, round of 16 game. This one's clubbed to the leg side. They're pushing hard for one. They'll just settle for one. Oh, and a great throw. Lucky they did. Direct hit out there. So the CPI challengers from Bloemfontein and the Kamikaze Bumblebees, the local side here from Cape Town. I believe they're actually from the northern suburbs, Somerset West area. Oh, that's a fully. Oh, and unlucky. Not hit cleanly, but not a great delivery. And it's thick outside edge. Squirts away down towards the boundary. So just been a bit of an onslaught here. Jan Radaman only gone for 15 of his first 2 overs, but he's gone for 13 here in this over already. Still 1 ball to go. Now 1-4-3 for 2 now, the challengers. Oh, and it could get a great shot here. But they have moved that fielder a bit wider after the second ball of the over and just collects and just a single. So 15 overs gone, 5 overs to go here. 5 ball overs left. Last man stands, 5 ball overs. 8-a-side cricket format. If you're wherever you're watching from, jump on. If you're not part of the Last Man Stands community already, lastmanstands.com. Of course, we've got the next World Champs in Cape Town as well next year. Be similar time of year. So there's pathways for teams to qualify for that one, or the World Champs the year after that in 2024. So you too could be here playing against the best of the best. As this one's hit high, the fielder's going to converge at mid-wicket. And he nestles under it, takes it, looking for the double play. But another man departs here. Niels Holthausen out for 9 off 4 deliveries. Into the breeze that. He hit it pretty well, but just holds up. And a good catch in the windy conditions by the fielder out here at deep mid-wicket. And the awareness as well. Caught it, gathered it, and ripped it in, looking to go the double play. And the new batsman strolling in now. Is Corne Boyson. So Nord van Biljon, NVB, joined by Corne Boyson. As the Speckies are starting to descend here on Western Province Cricket Club. We're expecting the balcony to be full for this final 2 games of the day. So projected score now 189. And I think the Challengers will be looking to get higher than that, but they need to just keep this innings ticking. Just lost a couple of wickets in the last few overs. It's going to be a wide. That one just pushed out a bit too much. The breeze coming. Bowling with the wind now is Peters. But the breeze going from right to left. So just pushing that one out across the offside wide line. And rightly called by the umpire, Quasi. And again, that's good hard lengths. It's potentially quite dangerous with the cut shot with the breeze there, but at the moment it's working. Of course, we saw the Pink Panthers, they really used the wind to the advantage with the bat in the second half of their innings with the dabs and the switch hits and the reverse sweeps in the previous match, but however, they are no match for the power of Dakar Warriors. And CPI could have learnt a bit from that and just looking to hit it. This is again into the wind. This is not smart batting. Into the wind and pouched again. Just got to read the conditions here. He's hit that flush into the teeth of the breeze and it's just held up and he's caught 5-10 yards inside the boundary. So good comeback here from the Bumblebees. They're just pegging the CPI Challengers back a little. See, that's caught 10 yards inside the boundary. Hit that fairly well as well. And that's the end of Corne Booson and Martinell now into bat. So just losing wickets at key times here. They don't want to have guys just freshly at the crease in the last few overs. Just not quite reading the conditions here. He missed out the previous ball with the cut shot. Then just looking to take that one into the breeze, but wasn't able to get the distance. But now we've got the left-handed Martinell into bat. So we see Jan Radovan back into bowl. He went for 14 off his last over, so he'll be looking to pin it back here a little. NVB on strike. And Martinell, the left-hander, he could be crucial in these last few overs if he can get in. This one's hit. That's what they want to be doing. That's massive up onto the roof here of Western Province Cricket Club. Take cover if you're on the pavilion deck as the fans just retrieve the ball out of the stands there and pop it across. So just a little straight from Jan, but that's a big hit there by NVB. Look at that. Just, he said, I think he actually gift wrapped that and delivered it on a plate, and it's been clapped into the wicket again. It's gone again, but this one's high. The fielder should get in. It'll be a tough take, but he's clung on. What a catch there. Fantastic catch, and that's the end of NVB. Nord van Biljon will have to trudge back to the pavilion. He hit that high. It was swirling on the breeze. So you just see it going up and up there. The fielder comes round, judged it to perfection, and took it on his chest. So another wicket falls here for the CPI Challengers. They're at risk of blowing themselves away here. They got off to such a flyer They've just lost wickets at crucial moments. That's 3 batsmen in a row now caught trying to hit the ball into the breeze for 6. And this fielder down here is having an absolute field day, just shelling peas. So hopefully the take home from that for the challengers is the bowl full and wicket to wicket when they come to bowl in 3.5 overs time. But Peter Patut now into bat. He's the number 8 batsman. They've still got one man in the hut. With 18 balls left here, they were on track at one point to get over 200, but they've just been pulled back now as this one's clipped out into the leg side. And looking for 2. A good throw, there could be trouble. Ooh. It was just a little bit to the left of the stumps. And you saw Peter Batut taking off. The fielder comes in. As we see Jan into bowl again here. Oh, another massive swing. Lacking his tactic though from Jan. He's swapped and gone round the wicket. Batsman looking to hit him leg side. No one just bounces over the top of middle there. So a bit of luck for Peter. For quite a low hands here in his batting stance. And again, another big swing. So that's the end of Jan Radaman's spell. You see that one there. Just hitting a hard length. That's great bowling. He's worked out that the challengers are looking to hit him down the ground to the leg side. So just going length outside off stump. And it's been successful for him in that over. He conceded 14 or 15 in the previous over. So you see a bit of love there between the umpire and the batsman. It's great to see the camaraderie. Really enjoyed it this tournament. Everyone's got on for the most part, and it's been really fantastic. Personally, I've made lots of new friends and got reacquainted with a lot of old friends as well, and that's what these tournaments are all about. Got 36 teams in here from all around the LMS world, 13 South African ones, and another 23 from various other countries from our... Ooh, Jamie Ferreira back into the attack. He starts with a length delivery that's kind of been far away from middle stump there. So, of course, last man stands. It's played in 13 different countries, so if you're just seeing it for the first time, jump on our website. You're able to see where all the different leagues and venues are, and you too could be opportunity of qualifying for this, as this one's clipped out straight towards the long on boundary. Of course, the Kamikaze Bumblebees are a local Cape Town side. They play the LMS in Somerset West or Belleville, I think. And the CPI challengers from Bloemfontein. They qualified through I think they're around the 8th and 12th ranked sides on the log. That one's whacked straight, stand and deliver. Jeez, he's clipped that hard. It was length from Ferreira, and Peter Patut just stood and delivered. Look at that, just stand, bang. So Vian Meyer fetching that one from the outdoor nets here at Western Province. So some great hitting from Peter Patut. We've got the left-hander Martinell at the other end. He's only seen the 3 deliveries so far for 1. Patut's only seen the 4, but he's banged the 4th one for 6. And he goes again, but this one's probably going to be outfielder coming in. Vian Meyer steadies himself, comfortably takes it. So another dismissal here. And that's going to bring back the star batsman for the CPI challengers who retired on 50. But he's back now. Look at that. Vian Meyer sets himself. Watch it all the way into the hands. That's the key. All the way in. And that's the end of Peter Patut. But he won't be too upset. They want to try get Carl KP Pretorius back in. 53 off 26 he hit. And there's 11 balls left here, so it's perfect timing for him to come back, have a look at one or two, get reacquainted with conditions, and then cash in the last over or so. So nice to see the Pink Panthers side just up here on the balcony. They unfortunately got knocked out by the Dakar Warriors in the previous match on Wally Wilson, but they're all in enjoying the cricket and enjoying a beverage or two. And Jamie Ferreira finishing off his fourth over. Oh, that's fancy there from KP. Little lap sweep. It's running away with the wind. Great work by the fielder, I think. Just pulled it back inside. So well done there. Gets a hand from his teammates. And the end of the over. So 160 for 6 here. So 163 for 6, I think it's going to be. Umpire just updating the scores there. So 2 overs to go here, 10 balls. It's going to be Kyle Pretorius, KP on strike. So might see some fireworks here in the last 2 overs. CPI challengers to be looking to get up around that 180 mark, maybe higher. Of course, they've got the home run opportunity, the final ball of the innings. Be looking to clap that one for a 6 and you get 12. There's Matthew Dixon. He was expensive in his first over, went for 15, but he's back into the attack. It's a very low crouch there from Kyle Pretorius, sorry. He's got a very low batting stance. You see him there, he's quite crouched down, looking to explode through the ball towards the leg side. That one just beats him on the outside edge. So 8 deliveries left here in this first innings. And he goes this ramp again. The keeper's going back. He's not going to quite get there. They should be able to come back for 2, though. Throw comes in, but comfortably home. So Kyle Pretorius obviously watching the Pink Panthers bat in the previous game, just trying to use the wind and play the laps and the reverses. And he's played a couple now, and he's picked up 5 off 2 balls with those, and he's moved along to 58 off 30. Low crouch again. Oh, he's pumped that one out towards long on. Didn't quite get all of it. A bit of dust came up there. And final ball of this 19th over. Martin Allen strike. Goes big swing. That's right. Basically a free hit for him there. They'll be keen to get Kyle Pretorius to face the majority of the last over. So a dot to 2 or 4 or 6 were the best outcomes there for the team. Ideally a 6 and then swap and get KP on strike for the last over. So of course in the mid-match break at the end of the first innings, don't go anywhere. We've got our man in the hot seat, Ross Kaywood, down pitch side. He's going to get a few players in for some interviews and discuss what's been happening around the grounds. You have the skipper, Jamie Ferreira, to bowl the final over this first innings. 166 on the board, so give us a comment. What do you think the end total is going to be? Someone's at bottom edge, away to third man, just a single. So Martin, I think he's got to stay still here and try and swing Ferreira away to the leg side. Ferreira's more of a... He likes to bowl the ball into the wicket, so I think he can expect a little bit of length here and try and heave it away leg side. If he goes full, that one's whacked out towards long off, but comfortably safe and another single. And so they're moving the third man right round when Kyle Pretorius is on strike. Then they've got a deep point, long off, long on. Big appeal for LBW, but looked like he was going down the leg side there. And great work there by Kwasi Ankube. So Ferreira, it's 2 balls to go, and he'll be looking to keep the score as low as possible here. Pretorius on strike. And another swing and a miss. They've just maybe gone a little hard at the ball in the second 10 overs here, heading into the breeze. So here we go now, jackpot ball. Kyle Pretorius looking to hit a 6 and get 12 on the board for his side. Forget the wind, just going to try and keep your head still and hit as clean as possible. In now and hit, launch long, but it's knocking out the distance. The fielder coming in, they'll come back for 2. I think, to be fair, the Bumblebees can be happy with the way they've pulled that innings back. Final score 170 on the board. At one point, it really looked like CPI Challengers were going to push up more towards that 200, 220 mark. Pretorius, Norven Billion, and HJ Dalanga really struck the ball well. They just a few too many wickets there. As we look at the scores here, there's a bit of a tale of 2 halves. The first half, the innings at the top there, 62 from Pretorius, 24 Boucher, 34 HJ Dalanga, 25 from the man NVB, and then Niels Holthausen, Corne Boyson, Martinell, Peter Batut, just a few between them. Now we'll get a look at some of the bowling figures. Here they come. So Vihan Meyer is probably the pick of the bowlers, 1 for 31. Jaco Venter, just the 2 overs, north for 26. He took a bit of punishment. Jamie Ferreira, the skipper, 1 for 32. Daniel Peters, 3 for 21 off 4, bowled very well. Apologies to Daniel, he is probably the pick over Vihan. Matthew Dixon, 2 overs, north for 19. And Jan Radaman, 4 overs, 1 for 37. Of course, so just looking at a few of the scores here. So Black Eagles v Yankee Royals in the other round of 16 match over on Gary Curson over. You can get that on LMS TV too. But Yankee Royals got 188 for 5 after 20 overs, and Black Eagles 134 for 4 after 14. So it's in the balance there. I don't know who I'd like to be there. Very evenly poised. Black Eagles needing another 55 off 6 overs with 4 wickets in hand. And of course, next up here, massive match. Masagami, the world number 1 last man stand side. They're going to be taking on Wolfpack from Pakistan. And in the other semi-final, we're going to have an all-Bangladeshi affair between Layla and Czech Republic. Czech Republic ended the tournament for Nengi Lees from New Zealand in the pre-round of 16 qualifiers. We see the bracket come up there. So as you can see, Wolfpack beating Popats in all-Pakistan Lahore affair. And they'll take on Masagami next on here. Heritage Cricketers got up over Shofar Lions. Black Eagles and Yankee Royals game in the balance. Currently this game here, CPI Challengers, Bumblebees also probably evenly poised. And the other quarterfinals, Dakar Warriors will play Rebels after Rebels got up over Share Trip. And the Dakar Warriors knocked out the Pink Panthers from Chester. Layla Cricket Club v Czech Republic. And then we're going to throw down now to our man down there. So Ross, take it away, pal.
Ferreira, the Bumblebees captain. That was pretty tough going out there.
Yeah, the heat's quite hot, but they started well. I think we pulled it quite back in the second 10. We managed to keep it under 100 for the second 10, so I think we can get the score.
You guys fielded really well. There was no drop catches. Is that something that you guys pride yourselves on?
We work hard on our fielding before every game, over weekends, during the week, at normal practices as well. So our fielding is one of our strong points, we believe.
All the best. Good luck for the second innings.
Thank you very much.
Next I have with me Lucas Boucher, captain of CPI Challengers. You think you enjoyed that?
Yes, definitely. I think we had a good foundation in the beginning. Against the wind, the second half was a bit difficult. So, yeah.
In your team talk before the game, was that the target that you guys were looking for?
Definitely. We had a good start with the wind. And, yeah, definitely.
Well, good luck. Thank you. Next I have with me Carl Pretorius. Well batted today. 50, 25 ball 50. You hit it very far.
It was just my day, I closed my eyes and hoped for the best, and it worked out.
No, it was fantastic to watch. You enjoying yourself in Cape Town?
Oh yeah, it's very nice, Sometimes when it rains, you don't know, but otherwise sunshine, great.
Cool. Well, good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thanks.
Next I have with me the unsung heroes of our LMS family. I've got the Wags. We've got Monet, Rebecca and Shannon. They've been here supporting all week and they've had a great time. Guys, how's it going?
Good, great.
So, tell us a bit more about your LMS experience.
It's been fun and exciting. It's very interesting to watch the LMS.
And Shannon? You were telling me about your favorite rule. Which one?
Well, that's Shannon. I'm Rebecca. I would definitely say a home run. And I give shout out to my boyfriend, Jan Rademan, for hitting his 100 yesterday.
Cool. Well, so who's going to take the trophy home?
Kamikaze Bumblebees, 100%.
Well, thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
So it's back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Ross. I had some fantastic coverage as always. Well done, Paul. You're doing a stellar job down there. As we can just see the CPI challenges, guys, getting in a huddle pre-game. They're defending here. Decent. They got off touch of fly. They just fell away towards the back half of their innings. And the umpire's heading onto the pitch here. As we got Vihan Meyer and Wilhelm Esterhazen walking out to bat. And the umpires are on their way out. The fielding side's on their way out. So it's all systems go here for the second innings. Interesting to see which end the CPI challengers look to bowl from. Will they make the Bumblebees hit with or against the wind in the first 10? So 170 on the board for the challengers. So the Bumblebees need 171 to win and progress through to the quarterfinals. Jan Rademan, he will be coming in number 3 or 4, smoked a century yesterday, so he's in good touch. So it'll be interesting to see if he can retain that run of form today, but I think the Bumblebees will be hoping they don't need 100 off 29 balls from him, and they'll be looking to knock up the majority of this total with the opening pair, as it's got NVB, ball in hand, and away we go. Nice start there by Vihan Meyer, punched away to long on. I think Vihan Meyer must have got a duck yesterday because he's gotten a little sarcastic round of applause after punching that single. And Wilhelm Esterhazen, he was the more conventional of the Kamikaze Bumblebees batters yesterday. Very solid technique, and he just worked the ball around for a 50 as well, and allowed the other guys to just smash and bash the Thunderbolts bowlers all around Gary Kirsten Oval in the group game yesterday. Again, nice straight back. Could be an opportunity. Oh, he probably went the wrong end there. There wasn't much backup. I think he thought to throw it bowler's end and try and hit the stumps, but the angle just meant if he missed, it was could have been 4 overthrows. So he went keeper's end. It was tight, but comfortably home. Down the wicket by Vihan, and a leg by away towards point. So it's great to have you watching here with us. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Really excited about the potential of this match. Just, 170 on the board for the challengers. It's probably about par. They were looking at getting over 200 at one point. And full, and just rocks on the front foot and checks that one away into the covers. Oh, an untidy there. An overthrow. So they won't be happy about that. So Anton Bolter, yeah, thanks very much. Arthur confirmed that H-Day and Marchant DeLong are not related. As we see the second over now, Lucas Boucher, he's the skipper. Been had quite a few conversations with him in the lead up to the event, sorting out the team and the kits and all sorts, so good luck to him. Someone's clapped out towards long on. Fielder comes round, well done out there. Keeps it inside. They'll come back for 2. Could be tight. It's comfortably home. So a steady start here for the Bumblebees. 7 for no wicket after the first 6 balls. No boundaries yet. Looking to work that one down towards his backward point area, but mistimed and only through for the single. So going to be very tight game over on Gary Kirsten Oval in LMS TV 2. Black Eagles are 6 down for 151, chasing 188. That's going to be a wide, good take there by the keeps. So 152 for 6. The Black Eagles after 16.1. Yankerall's got 188, so a bit of work to be done there. Oh, and that's the outside edge. Genuine outside edge. Along the ground though. It'll just be another single. So nice this from Boucher. You can just see Jack McGovern over here to my right, eagerly looking in. I think he's hungry to come in and get in the hot seat. So we'll get in Jack for his thoughts on the tournament, and can maybe talk us through his batting innings. That one's whacked, leading edge, high, out towards the point man. It wasn't taken, there's confusion here. Confusion, the non-striker. The non-striker thought it was a comfortable catch there for the man at point. He's took off for the steal, hurried back, and he's been run out by Country Mile. They both just stood confused at the other end. So a bit of chaos here. Knockout cricket does crazy things. So high in the air, Viamar was looking. The fielder, it ended up being one bounce to him. He raced back thinking that he had to get back for the steal. Dived for his crease, and Viamar was just looking at him like, pal, what's going on here? They fumbled at the keeper's end, but he was still run out by the best part of 26 yards. So Jack McGovern's just joined me in the commentary box now. Jack, of course, plays for the Pink Panthers. They were unfortunately knocked out by Dakar Warriors in the previous game of Wally Wilson. So Jack, unfortunately, entered the tournament, but I hope you guys have had a great time.
It's been, it's a shame the way it kind of went. Very good bat inside that. I thought we put on a good total. 177, definitely something to chase, but I mean, they started on fire. 4 sixes on the bounce.
when you get overs like that, it kills games off. So I thought we did well to even take it as far as we did. I thought Jordan bowled very well. Almost bowled a couple maidens. So, but yeah, it's a blip in what has been already a fantastic trip.
Well, that's fantastic, and you managed to dodge the big freeze back home as well. Got your shorts on instead of 6 coats. So
-6 degrees, and I'm now staring at Table Mountain in 27.
So beautiful here as Matthew Dixon joins Vihan Meyer at the crease. Oh, big shout, probably outside the line. Geez, the Bumblebees, they actually are currently running like Kamikaze Bumblebees. Ooh. All over the shop here, but managed to get back safe. So Jack, talk us through your innings today.
Thanks, mate.
How many balls?
0. Well, 1.
1 ball.
Golden, quacky.
Did David Hurst give you the instruction to try and hit a 6 first
ball? It nipped off the seam. It did everything. No, it was just a straight ball that I missed.
What was Hurst's instruction? Get after it from ball 1?
No, I was just trying to give him the strike. I was just trying to see myself in, but I didn't see anything. So I'm just, like I said, I'm here for the off the field. No, I'm not. It's fine.
You've been a great addition to the tournament. It's a nice start there from NVB as he begins his second over. So Vihan Meyer 5 off 5. They've just lost the first wicket, so the Kamikaze Bumblebees in a bit of strife. They are currently being smoked. Down the wicket, Vihan hits it straight, but fielded out long off. So what's the plan for the rest of the day here, Jack? Just going to watch some of the cricket?
We just had some grub in the clubhouse here, and then we're going to go off to the VA, is it? Down at the waterfront. And then tomorrow, 2 of our lads who've played for us are playing a match by the stadium, so we're going to go watch that.
Very nice, very nice. That one's carved away, low full toss, but got the hands nice and low, opened up the offside, and almost square driven here behind point. Just look at him there, keeps the hands nice and low. That was the key. Lovely. Open the face and threaded it through the gap for 4.
Yeah, I'll turn commentator. How do you think it's going so far from a LMS point of view?
Oh, mate, it's been absolutely fantastic. There's a short ball here and well bowled. So it's been a fantastic tournament so far. Of course, 36 of the best teams all come in here. And knockout stages now, so we've seen some high-quality cricket, Definitely. But we couldn't have asked for more. And, of course, one of the best things for me, obviously, being involved is when you come and see people making great friends from all over the world. Oh, another big swing there from the Bumblebees. So just need to just calm themselves a little here. They're only chasing 170, so they don't need to go all guns blazing. They are hitting with the wind in this first 10.
Keep it ticking. That's the thing. Keep it ticking.
So I was interested in your team's innings, how you targeted use the wind to your advantage. So especially in the back half, I thought the use of not everyone can play those shots. You need a bit of talent, but the reverse sweep and the ramps and the laps, was that something you spoke about as a team?
Yeah, the way we played yesterday against Swanee Old Boys. I'll let the ball come in. The way we played yesterday against the Swanee Old Boys, I mean, they had a lot of pace on the ball, and we tried playing very straight, and I think we kind of learnt a bit of a lesson there of maybe working the ball a bit more behind ramps, reverse sweeps. Jordan was pulling out quite a lot of them and just kind of manipulating the ball around, and it's definitely something we took into that innings.
Yeah, I was very impressed. I think you're right there what he says. This one's down towards and swallowed.
Gone.
So Vihan Meyer departs. Just all going a little bit pear-shaped here for the Bumblebees. Just lost 3 key wickets here. This is just a half volley basically. He's picked up. He hit it sweetly, but just not enough elevation. Pouched out there on the boundary. But no, I think it's a good lesson for all teams. Jack, the way you played is not all about smash, bang, wallop. You can use the conditions and the pace of the ball and try and manipulate the field.
That's it. I think we didn't go crazy. We played some nice cricket shots in there and the pace of the game quite well. And I mean, quite different innings from them where they're scoring 20, 24 off an over and maybe I think even 30 off one of the overs. So they were going big. They really attacked our spinners who have bowled really well this tournament, but they were just getting to the pitch of the ball and not letting the spin dictate it. So, I mean, the guy cleared the clubhouse here. That's a huge hit.
Yeah, and he wasn't the biggest man by any stretch of imagination, old Habib Rahman, but he absolutely walloped it. I was very surprised when I saw him get down on one knee and launch one high over the clubhouse here. It's no, they were phenomenal, and that's one thing that didn't faze them. Whether it was into the wind or against the wind, they still just managed to clear the rope. So no slights on the Pink Panthers bowlers, especially the spin bowlers, have been superb this tournament. I was once surprised that you didn't manage to get yourself at least over there with your seamers.
Not sure. I don't particularly bowl too much back home. But the way our bowlers have bowled this tournament, I've not necessarily really had to step in much, which has been good. Carrying a bit of a knee knock, so.
This one's down the leg side. Going to run away there. Should be cut off by the fielder.
So, have you cancelled all the games tomorrow, the weather?
Yeah, the weather forecast, if you've seen it, it's absolutely horrific for tomorrow. It's basically going to rain from about 8 a.m. through until about midnight. So we've made an executive decision and we're going to shift basically the whole day to Saturday, which was a rest day. So it buys us a bit of time as this one's clubbed down to long on. So Jan Radaman, the century maker from yesterday, he's into bat now with Matthew Dixon. I don't know if you saw any of Jan's innings yesterday, Jack, but he hit 50 off 14 and then was 100 off 29 balls on the Gary Kirsten Oval, including a home run when he was at 88 to get up to the even 100.
For his 100. Wow.
So
there's been some. That's it. I mean, it's been a really interesting seeing how other teams from other countries play the game and what kind of shots they play and how they bowl. I mean, the South African team we played, Tushwani Old Boys, 4 or 5 very tall pace bowlers, and then a lot of either the Bangladeshi or the Pakistani sides.
There's a great shot there by Jan. So that's Matthew Dixon. He's just a couple of strides into the ball, bit down leg and just picked it up, flicked it clean as a whistle for 6. But I think, Jack, it's quite unique how you see all the teams coming in and a lot of the local conditions they play and dictate how they play the ball. So up in Shwani there, they're on the high veld and quick bouncy pitches, so they like to get it through. But obviously the subcontinent teams used to the low, slow turning wickets, and the teams suit that.
Yeah. Well, it's turned a mile here. Some of our spinners have been drifting it in and really ripping it off the pitch. Very hard to play against.
Goes again. That's not a great delivery there from NVB. I was having a bit of issues saying his full name there, so I've just shortened it to NVB. I don't know if you want to have a crack.
Nord van Biljon.
Thereabouts.
Probably.
Oh, nice looking shot there, straight, but the long on fielder will come round. So when do you fly back to England, Jack?
So we're going back on the 21st, flying back. We'll land on the 22nd of December. So we've got a few days now, definitely tomorrow. We had planned on going and watching some of the boys play, but unlikely it's going to be on.
Yeah, the forecast isn't great, but I mean, you never know in Cape Town this wind comes up. I'm hoping very much that the forecast is correct, given that I've just moved the whole day's cricket to the following day, but fingers crossed.
And then obviously probably watch the World Cup final on Sunday, and then we're going to do a few trips around Cape Town and see the sights.
Oh, and again, that's going to be 6 again there. Banged up onto the bank.
No, it was 6.
It's picked up clean as a whistle there by Jan. He's seeing it big after his knock yesterday. It wasn't even that short. He's just gone with it, understanding the wind direction here, and picked it up. And see you later. Yeah, of course, Jack, I don't know if you've got a location planned for the World Cup final, but there's going to be a big day up here with our finals day, and then the club will have it on the big screen. And some promotions going with Jack Black's Brewing and Heineken as well. So if you're fancying a bit of cricket and some sun and then football and a few beers, and feel free to get on down.
Living the dream there, aren't you? Living the dream.
Sport, sun, and a cold drink. You can't get much better.
The whole setup here, seeing the cricket pitches, the tennis courts, squash courts, football pitches, it's amazing. the facilities.
No, it's absolutely beautiful. It's got to be one of the better setups in terms of cricket clubs in the whole world, if I'm honest. So reminds me a little bit of Neston Cricket Club back on the Wirral, but without obviously the beautiful view, and probably without 20-something degrees extra as well.
Cape Town's golden gem, that is. I keep, in between every ball, I keep looking up and just seeing this unbelievable view. And yesterday we played at the Oval, and even that, it was just mesmerised by it. And I'm on the verge of moving out and going to the university here. I could 100% consider it.
Might be a football contract and offer for you there, pal.
That'd be nice, yeah. Grounds are a bit firm, though, for my liking as a goalkeeper.
Yeah, look. But be a few less wet socks.
How about yourself? What's the plans this evening?
Not sure. Probably have a team dinner. We've been working very hard for the last week or so, up at 6 a.m. every day and getting back to the hotel about 10 o'clock or so. Well,
it shows, though, doesn't it? The website has been updated within an hour of our game, and the broadcasting's been brilliant. The commentators, some of the commentators, you can hear them when you're running in, and it's hilarious. There was a few of them really created a good atmosphere.
Oh, nice change of pace there by Lucas Boucher. Just running his fingers down the side. I think the bowler and the batsman just having a bit of a laugh there. Matthew Dixon didn't pick that at all.
That's definitely something I've learnt as well, is the sledging, the banter on the pitch, the different cultures, the things they say. That's brilliant.
And now the back of the hand, that one. Oh, an outside edge and flies down towards backward point. But Jack, I'm going to let you go, pal. Have a fantastic rest of the week. I'm sure I'll see you around somewhere. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your time, and
appreciate
I'll see you back at home some point, I'm sure.
Great stuff. Melba's, always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thanks, pal. Jack McGovern from Pink Panthers joining us there. We see Lucas Boucher in, and he does well off his own bowling. Might be fortunate enough here to be joined by the Pink Panthers captain Dave Hurst, who's just strolling across now. Oh no, what's happened there? I think just going to check Lucas Boucher's down here. I don't know if he's taken that or he's torn a muscle there, or might get this on replay. So Dave's just jumped in the box here. So Dave, have you enjoyed Cape Town so far?
It's amazing, isn't it, Simon? Look at it. Look at the mountain. We've got the best view in the house, haven't we, at the moment? He looks like he's struggling.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I didn't quite pick it up. Saw the batsman swung hard. Not sure if it went back and might have got him in an unfortunate spot.
Straight in the crown jewels.
Possibly. But no, it's been one hell of a tournament. It's one hell of a venue. I was just saying to Jack, the clubhouse itself actually a little bit similar to your club, Neston, but obviously not quite the same location.
Not quite. No, we still have a mountain view, don't we? A little bit.
Yeah.
We've got Mount Snowdon.
Yeah, that's a little bit further away.
A little bit further away. A little bit smaller mountain, but yeah, no, it's what a place this, isn't it? You got tennis, squash, bowls as well.
There's bowls as well, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic place.
And unfortunately, we weren't able to use in this tournament. It was a bit of a shame, but across the way there's your left arm spinner, Jordan Collier's old high school. They've got about 6-7 cricket pitches on there, which we normally run a massive social event on there, which helps fill the balcony up in the afternoon. So you're just seeing that 6 overs gone here. The Bumblebees are 43 for 2, so they're not out of it, but they're a little bit behind the 8 ball in terms of the 120 odd to win. As we look at the bracket here, so Black Eagles have won against Yankee Royals over on Gary Kirsten Oval. And they'll play the winner of this match here between Challengers and Bumblebees in the next quarter-final. You can see Dakar Warriors against Rebels in the other quarter-final. Heritage Cricketers will play the winner of the next match on here, Masagami and Wolfpack. And then Glorious Legends will play the winner of the All Bangladeshi affair, Layla v Tech. So some very strong Bangladeshi teams here, as I'm sure you experienced in that last game, Dave. I thought you had a good score, but their batting was just next level.
We did, unfortunately. I think half-time I spoke to Roston on the interview, and 176 I think we got was possibly about par, but I thought it was a very good score. And fair play to them, yeah. We had a little bit unfortunate. We could have had a catch, couldn't we, I think, in the first couple of overs, but my God, he hit it well. The little right-hander.
Yeah, Habib Rahman, he's a very, very talented guy.
What a strike. I don't think people can really appreciate watching at home the level of striking this guy did. It was into the wind. It was towards the longer boundary, and he was clearing them by 10 or 15 metres. It was
hit them over our head up here, up into the heart.
Yeah, it was exceptional hitting. Unfortunate for Goose. He's been our best bowler so far, so I don't think he bowled particularly badly, but fair play to the lad. He batted well. Yeah,
I was just seeing, Matthew Dixon's trying to get after Cornet Boyson here. That's 4 massive swings in a row and 4 dot balls, so we could see a maiden over. It's a bit of a rare thing in last man stands. And a big swing again. He gets this one though, and that's going to be 6. Keep going back there, son.
Hit the bin.
It did hit the bin as well.
Did hit the bin.
Yeah. He said, put that in the bin. But not the greatest ball from Cornet there. It's a little bit short and a little bit leg side and just picked up there by Dixon. But to be fair, there's only 6 runs off it, so not the worst outcome. Across the over.
Jan Raymond got the 100 yesterday, didn't he?
Yep, he did.
Yeah.
I was commentating at the time. He struck it unbelievably cleanly as well. Slightly smaller ground than Gary Kirsten, but he was hitting the ball a very, very long way. I don't think it would have mattered.
Well, he's probably going to need another similar innings today.
Yeah. Oof, that's a bit of a... Wide, you'd call that a loosener, I think, Dave.
It's a tactical wide, I think. Let's see who's coming.
Short again, and again. He's just trying to get out this over with an economy rate of 16.
Maybe not the best tactics.
They've taken the bye as well. So slightly sloppy here from the challengers. They're on top at the moment. They're just trying to race through a few overs of spin here, I think. But it could be dangerous. Hitting with the breeze. That one's clapped straight.
What a catch.
Matthew Dixon has picked out the fielder there on the boundary. And it's all going a bit
skew whiff
for the Bumblebees here. They've left the sting at home. And they're playing, it's more Kamikaze than Bumblebee at the moment.
That's very good. Yeah, flat sit. Well, need a bit more air on that, didn't he? Over the squash court would have been nice.
Yeah, I think just a little bit of, maybe the word inexperience possibly with the win. The guys are a local team. They should be used to it, but not quite targeting the right balls. The CPI challengers from Bloemfontein, they picked out this mid-wicket man on the boundary about 4 times. I couldn't believe it I was seeing, but they end up with a good total, 170 plus. And unfortunately, Matthew Dixon needs to trudge off now. But Jan Radaman will be joined at the crease by Paul Roux and Niels Holtzhausen. I'll let you say that one, Dave.
Can you repeat that for me, Simon?
Niels Holtzhausen.
Niels Holtzhausen. There you go.
There or thereabouts. Yeah. Might just stick with Niels.
Looks a good player. Nice swagger. Bit of a trigger movement. Ooh, superstitious this guy. You can tell with his the way he's setting up.
Taking centre.
A few twitches there. Looks nervous.
It's a big game, Dave, in the knockout stages now. All to play for.
Nice little cover drive.
Nicely pushed out into the covers, so everyone likes to get off the mark. It would be really unfortunate to get a golden duck in a big game here in the round of 16.
Has that happened, has it, today? Who's got the golden duck? Is it one of our players, is it?
Yeah, I'll have to check the scores, but... as that's hit cleanly, but... he's...
what a catch!
He hit that clean as a whistle. But a great catch above his head out there. And another wicket goes down. It's just what they didn't need this over. We said Neil's started a bit loose. 2 wides in his first 2 deliveries, but since then he's gone wicket, single, wicket. Look at that again.
It's a wide as well.
Would have been another 3, but instead, bit of catching practice out there. Great catch above his head.
Great grab, that. He's devastated, isn't he?
Yeah, he hit it cleanly. I don't think he can believe he's picked out the man. Just a little bit of elevation, it probably would have flown into the sight screen.
Was that Raymond?
Yeah, so that's a massive
the
wicket.
The Centurion from yesterday.
Yeah, Jan Radaman gone. So they'll need to rely on another hero here. The skipper, Jamie Ferreira, can he be the man?
It's going to be tough from here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a tough ask.
Especially in the second 10, they're going to be hitting into the wind. So it's going to make it very difficult. But you never know. Crazy things happen in cricket. We saw in the earlier game, Wolfpack I won't tell them yet, but we had penciled Popats in on the graphic, and then Wolfpack hit 77 off the final 24 balls to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat in that game on Gary Kirsten. So you never know. They need a bit more here. 116 off 61 required. Ooh, and a little tickle around the corner. No, it should be 2. Oh, a bit of a stumble, though, from Ferreira. So excitement down here on the sidelines from the team from Bloemfontein. CPI challenges. Of course, the next game up here in Wally Wilson Oval. We've got Wolfpack, who did win that game previously in the qualifiers, taking on Masagami, the world's #1 LMS side. I don't know if you watched any of Masagami yesterday at all, Dave.
I've only watched a few highlights from Masagami so far. They're all big guys, aren't they?
Yeah, all very solid guys. They hit the ball cleanly, but their actual cricketing nuances superb. The way they manoeuvre the field and their bowling and fielding tactics being great. So
I've spoken to them quite a few times so far. They're absolutely switched on, aren't they? Good players.
Yeah, and a lot of pressure as the world's #1 side. They're expecting a lot from themselves, and so far they've delivered. But it's a different kettle of fish come the knockout rounds. They're full here from Peter Patut and pushed back to him. So just look at the last 10 balls there. It's just been a bit of chaos. 2 wickets going down and only around 11 runs off it. Full and again. So replay of the previous delivery. Of course, if you're joining us here on Facebook, wherever you're watching from in the world, drop us a comment or let us know where you're watching from. It's always great to hear from everyone. We're here in Cape Town, the LMS World Champs. Short from Patut, round the corner of that man, placed superbly in the deep and just a single. So just looking at the field here now, they've got a third man, fine leg, and then a deep square leg, long on, long off. The cover sweeper, so pretty regulation LMS field. It's hard to know what the tactics are here. They've just said just spread out equidistantly and see what happens.
He's marking his crease a la Shivnarine Chandapal down there, isn't he, using the stump? Very nice. Don't see that very often.
No. I've seen it in club cricket a few times from a few teams. They've got very good left-arm spinners where the #5 batsman will just take guard about 8 metres down, but not so much in LMS or internationals. Yeah, that's nicely clipped through the leg side.
Go. Oh, that's good fielding. Could be out. Oof. No, it's very good fielding. Fielding's been very good so far from what I've seen from the opposition.
Very good, especially now in the knockouts. The overall standard of fielding and running between the wickets has significantly increased. It's been a great facet. Everyone just taking it up a notch as it gets to the knockout stages. That's a full toss, but I think he'll get away with it. So the Bumblebees teetering a little at the moment, I'd say, but the challengers will just be keen to get to the turn here. They don't need any big 15 or 20 run overs in this 10th over before we spin round and come from the Gary Kirsten overland. So the wind blowing towards the Avenue de Miss side at the moment.
It's going to be a big ask from here.
Yeah.
A very big ask.
So 111 needed off 55. So it's just over 10s though, but it's more the wickets in hand. They're just a bit of a lack of resource with the numbers 5 and 6 at the crease. Only 2 more men to come in this last man stands, 8-a-side format.
Go, go.
Ooh, the fielder's
good
up
fielding, good run around.
Oh, nice.
Oh, excellent.
Mate, oh, yeah, he did stop it. Ooh, could be an overthrow, but good work by the keeper.
How are the Australian side's doing, Simon? 3 short, and is it amusement parks?
Not well, Dave.
Not well.
No, the amusement parks and the 3 short. Unfortunately, they've hoping to take home the plate trophy.
Wooden spoon.
Got the plate trophy, of course. We've got the bowl competition as well.
Yeah.
So if the Pink Panthers interested in getting involved in that on Sunday, there's the invites there.
That's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan.
However, if you'd like to just explore the sights of Cape Town, you're also more than welcome. Nice hit there from Ferreira into the gap.
Oh, what a shot. Brilliant.
Clap through the covers.
Melba's-esque. Left-hander cover drive. Beautiful.
Say, better left-handers than me. Say, especially at Nesta now, I'd say that's Chugtai-esque.
Chugtai-esque, yeah. Welcome, Ali, if you're listening. Probably not, but maybe.
He might be, you never know.
Welcome to Ali, yeah, left-hander.
Oof. Looking to hit that gap at point there, Jamie Ferreira. Short. Oh, geez, I thought that was there to be walloped. But he just pushes it into the covers. I think Ferreira's just realised he needs to be there for any chance, so he's just playing a little within himself. Didn't want to take on the long boundary.
Yeah, they need to stem the flow of wickets, don't they, here, I think. They need to give themselves a good chance in the back 10.
So Paul Roux, just the 4 balls he's faced so far, 5 off. This is full, and this one's... Oh, it's like shelling peas out there. Another wicket falls. I'm pretty sure they're going to blame you for that one, Dave. You literally just said they didn't stem the flow.
Yeah. It was there to be hit, though. There to be hit.
It was there to be hit, but it just that man, he couldn't hit it any more to him. It's
got to go for 6, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a shame. That's a shame that for the Bumblebees.
So
it could be all over Red Rover. Start the car.
Just about. If we're back home, you'd be de-icing the car about now, ready to go.
Roy Orbison.
So 67 for 5 now, the Kamikaze Bumblebees after 10. So just to rub salt into the wound, they now got to try and hit the ball into the wind for these final 10 overs. They need 10.4 and over from here. So Niels Holthausen, I'd say he's probably the 5th or 6th bowler in the CPI Challengers lineup, but he's got superb figures, 3 for 14. Started with 2 wides, and since then he's been golden arm. So we're just seeing the Black Eagles players come back over towards the pavilion. They've just knocked the Yankee Royals out. So the Black Eagles, the lone remaining English side in the competition. And unfortunately, the Yankee Royals from New York, they've got a long trip home to have a think about where it went wrong. And the Wolfpack team assembling on the mound here. They're up next against Masagami. Ferreira on strike. Oh. I think that was almost a crowd catch. I thought it was. Bump ball, but... So 67 for 5 here in this round of 16 match between the CPI challengers from Bloemfontein up against the Kamikaze Bumblebees from Cape Town. Kamikaze Bumblebees, fantastic team name. Nicely pulled.
Oh, got to be a one there, surely.
Good sportsmanship there, though. They realised they blocked each other a little, so just put a halt to proceedings. So what's been your favourite team name so far? Kamikaze Bumblebees is up there. Pink Panthers is there or thereabouts, but it's a little bit, it's a bit old school.
Bit old school, okay. Well, you were badgering me for a name for about 6 months, weren't you, before I decided on it.
I don't think he gave it thought for the whole 6 months. This one out. He just hooked that over 5 leg. Oh, he's out. Hit wicket.
He's hit wicket.
He's clobbered a 6, but he's also clobbered to the stumps.
Shane Warne-esque.
That's one for the top 10 moments there, if someone can make a note. Hit wicket. Don't see that very often. He went deep in its crease, but he's just backheeled the stumps. And it's just not going the Bumblebees' way.
Maybe played it well as well. That's really unlucky.
Yeah, just a little too deep in the crease.
Yeah.
But
it's not an impossible task, but it's pretty close to it.
Long leg man. Look, you see him spin. Oh, it's actually his bat. There's the toe of his bat that's gone through middle stump. He just dropped his head straight. Look, he looked back to see where the ball went as well.
So unlucky for the fella.
The ball is there. I think he's been smacked for 6. Here we go. Round he goes. Oh! And,
he's hit it well.
That'll be a great one for the highlight.
Bring him back. Come on, bring him back.
We were sending it for 6. And the keeper's having a bit of a chuckle to himself there as well. Peter Patoot is more than pleased.
I've seen a few lads do that when they're batting 8 and we've got a player to come back in. Manufacture it. Never like that.
It's actually against the rules.
Oh, was that against the rules of Simon? That never happened. That never happened.
Rule in last man stands.
That never happened for us. It was someone else. Yeah.
We've seen a few dicey runs taken, shall we say, in that situation. But yeah, the hit wicket is definitely not allowed.
Yeah.
But I don't think Jamie Frere did that intentionally, given the state of the game.
Because they've got no one coming in.
With only one batsman to come, the number 8, and it's Jaco Venter who.
Yeah. Pretty ballsy move.
Yeah, very brave. He must be backing Jaco here.
That'd be tricky from here.
So Bumblebees, maybe I put the mocker on them yesterday. I was very impressed with their team yesterday, the way they operate and use conditions, but just not being able to do it again today.
Oh, that's well bowled.
Nice hard length there from Peter Patoot. We see it again here. Good bat speed. He's just absolutely clobbered the stumps. He's not got a lid on, so he's a little bit worried about that. Maybe his weight going backwards, but I'm much happy that he hit his wicket and didn't hit him in the head. It's too many forms for me to fill out with no games tomorrow and afternoon on the deck calling.
Just found out there's a pool.
There's
a mini pool over here, isn't there?
Yep,
cool.
So if you've not been to Western Province before, there's a great pool and barbecue area down to the right. And, of course, we've got the
little dip.
The Jack Black's beer guys in here on Saturday and Sunday. So there's some great offers and specials out. So if you're around the area, feel free to come into Western Province. Just pay me $100 cash on arrival for your ticket and just jump on in. No, I'm just joking. It's free entry here, so come on in.
I charge $90, so just get that out
there. Who are you getting those discounted ones off?
I'll speak to the captain. We'll find something out. Yeah, we'll work it out. It's just a beautiful place, isn't it? It's just incredible.
Just the whole city and the area is absolutely stunning.
Take one.
Oh, there. So you've got, of course, we're on the inland side of the Table Mountain, but across the other side there's Camps Bay. Do you guys go down there? It's beautiful there as well.
We did. We frequented Camps Bay yesterday. Went to a nice place called Tiger's Milk, I think we did, next to Cafe Caprice. Had a little dip in the sea. A few of the guys did. It was nice, was it, Jack? Was it? Yeah, tepid.
It's generally the other side, the Indian Ocean side, that's a bit warmer. The Atlantic side is pretty nippy. But,
yeah, I've been to Durban, actually. I went to Peter Maritzburg a few years ago, about 15 years ago. I think that last time we went to the beach, it was there was sirens going off because there was sharks sighting, so we scarpered.
Their rugby team is the Sharks for a reason. That's a well bowled there by Martinell. He's into the attack now. So 69 for 6 off 11.3 here. Just a nice hard length. Ooh, top of the stickers there.
Stinger.
Welcome to the crease.
Nice wide open stance. He's not playing through covers, is he?
No. Oh, down the leg side.
Go. Could be 4.
Great.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
And
got to get a review.
We might just double check that one on the replay.
What are we thinking there?
But it's a great effort nonetheless. 69 for 6. You'd say the game is there or thereabouts done, but he's sprinted round and dragged in. Almost would have been a great catch by the keeper there if he leapt. We're just looking now, and
that's
I'll
4.
let you make your mind up at home. That
one. No chance.
I think with the game at the current situation, it's not going to be relevant, but it could be tight if it was a different situation. But
he's got a rug burn there, hasn't he?
He's definitely got a rope burn, or maybe a few. I think the ball might have a rope burn on it as well.
Umpire's call.
Yeah, it's umpire's call for impact. So Daniel Peters and Jaco Venter at the crease here. 71 for 6 with 100 exactly required off the remaining 8 overs. So it's not looking promising at the moment for the Bumblebees, but I'm sure they've thoroughly enjoyed their time in the competition. It's Martinell again. Ooh, and a little skip step down by Peters there, but so that's Jaco Venter. He's a slightly shorter of the two. But, the Bumblebees, I thought they got their tactics slightly wrong with their choice of bowlers. Had the slower bowlers operating from the far end, which wasn't. I'd say that's probably the right decision. It's basically not a cloud in the sky here now in Cape Town. Beautiful weather. There's a nice looking shot there by Venter. I've been speaking to many of the lads back home, Dave. They're keen to come next year.
Well, we've sent the link to the mainly the Neston boys who have been watching it, trying to either in work, so they're not really getting their the employers are not getting the money's worth. Yeah, they've been enjoying it. They've had a great time. Mainly having a go at me and for tactics and all that kind of stuff. But that's to be.
I think that's part of what they're paid for, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's to be expected. But now I tried to get a few more lads out, but it wasn't to be. I'm sure they would have loved to.
No, definitely the likes of Dane Williams.
Dane would have been great. Obviously, we're missing. Missing. Andrew Clark and Harry Kaloran, who got us here in the first place. They were our two best players comfortably. So it would have been amazing to have them too. But such is life, isn't it? Injuries and other commitments get in the way.
Definitely, and a few of the gun players also didn't fire the one strong left-handed batsman who actually won you the national championship. I've seen the video a few times. Just
Mr. McGovern.
Wasn't his tournament with the bat. I think it was his tournament off the field though.
He's had a great off-field stint, Mr. McGovern has. Yeah, he's been everywhere. Karaoke last night. We had a bit at Wonderwall. Don't look back in anger. I think Jack was.
He did that today though.
Particularly prevalent. He did look back in anger after he missed that first ball. That's okay. Jack's been great value so far. His batting leaves a lot to be desired sometimes, but that's okay.
I tell you what, he could have been the golden arm with the ball today. I'm surprised he didn't get a roll.
I was very close, very close. Yeah.
The way
didn't
that
quite have enough runs on the board, did we, with the situation?
I don't think anyone could have got enough runs on the board. They were going about 20
there we go,
at one point. But
we needed a couple of early wickets, didn't we, I think, today.
Yeah.
But fair play to those two openers. They were very, very good.
Yeah, that Aman Abdul, he's actually not been dismissed in the tournament yet. 4 matches, 4 50s. And Habib Rahman, he's only about 20, 21 years old, but he's got a future ahead of him because he's only a slight guy, but he is hitting the ball a very long way here.
If he doesn't win the player of the tournament, there's no justice, honestly.
You're putting a lot of pressure on me there, pal. So Martinell, 0 for 6 off 1.1. Is Jarko Venter. Just gets on the back foot and punches it out into the covers.
How's Mr. Freiling done, Robbie?
His team is unfortunately out.
Really?
Yeah, they went out to Heritage cricketers, also from Bangladesh, in the first game here this morning. It was actually quite comprehensive in the end. Heritage cricketers, they batted very well. The wicket was a little bit of tack in it this morning, a little bit of moisture, but got themselves up to around I think similar score to you guys, around the 170 mark, and then the Shofar Lions just did not fire at all with the bat, unfortunately. That could be out. This one, fielder might not get there, just holding in the wind.
Jib.
As the Hardy Dar just flies away. You guys didn't make friends with too many Hardy Dars.
I hope that little Hardy Dar's all right. Alex had a bit of a mischief, didn't he? Straight drive. Very close, wasn't it, poor guy?
Yeah, I actually checked in him before. Hardy Dar's okay.
Is he good?
Yep. Yeah. He's surviving. He's not a fan of cricket anymore.
Bit of a stuffed knock, I reckon.
Indeed. So Martinell just rounding out his over there. So he's 0 for 12 off 2. Kamikaze Bumblebees, 81 for 6 after 14 overs here. 90 needed off 6 overs, so...
tricky.
Yes, to say the least. But if the Wolfpack can do it, the Bumblebees can, but they need to get hitting from now. But the number 7 and 8 batsmen, strike rates currently don't suggest that it's something within reach. Jarko Venter 6 off 11, and Daniel Peters 8 off 7.
Ooh. Sliding.
It always looks good from square, the wicket, doesn't it? The batsman goes across the crease and gets one on the pads. He's got a slightly open stance though, so front foot on about leg stump. So that one is pushed into the covers again. Just looking at some of the scores now. So Layla Cricket Club on Gary Kirsten Oval playing Tech Republic. They're 40-2 after 7.3. So in the balance there. Say Tech probably slightly ahead based on the past scores over there today. And in the plate, the mighty Oosh are 105 for 1 after 10.2 against Brandy and Boops. Do you know what Boops means?
No, do tell.
Little beer belly.
Perfect for me.
So brandy and beer bellies.
Got a few of those in our team, haven't we? Yeah.
A couple.
Mr. Gill. Be nice to see Gilly actually playing a bit more, but injury today and yesterday.
But Brett Grieve was handy for you.
He did exceptionally well, Brett.
Yeah. 9th man and called into the squad and batted nicely today, actually.
He did.
Probably just got out just when he looked to really kick on, he just chipped one up and was out. Although it's got to be a big team fine for wearing the black trainers to play in.
Well, I quite like them actually. Bit different. You're not a fan. They're better
I
than
think
your
I'm more of a traditionalist.
It's better than those flip-flops you're wearing at the moment. Can we get an angle on these? What are those things? Where do they come from?
Adidas, they are.
Did you make them yourself?
I didn't make them myself. No.
Well, someone off the Flintstones.
Yeah, they get good traction and. So Jaco Venture on strike here, 9 off 15. Bumblebees 85 for 6 here. 5 overs left. Martinell into his third over. He's gonna have to restart here with a wide off the first ball.
Any relation to Andre? Andre Nell?
I don't think so. We actually
former Proteas.
Yeah, could be. He was a
fiery
man, quick but a fiery man to say the least.
He was quick. He actually used to play in one of the clubs local to us in Caldy CC.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very quick. Yeah. Big Nelly.
This one's high.
Oh,
it's going to drop safely. Sorry. Just lose my words momentarily. Nice bit of football skill there from the fielder. Of course, did you watch the game last night?
Football?
Yeah.
No, I'm not really been into this World Cup, to be honest. Since we got out to France last week, I just lost interest.
Right, France were
rather watch the highlights of the LMS.
So. Yeah, well, that's good to hear.
Yeah. What happened?
So
France win? France
battered Morocco.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say battered, but they dominated them. I think it was 2-0.
2-0. Mbappe, Messi then in the final.
Yep.
Whoa.
Of course, all of our Bangladesh fans will all be half of them will be supporting Argentina and the other half Brazil. Got a few Argentinian fans behind us here in our tech team. They've had matching Argentina shirts on for the semi-final.
It'd be nice to see Argentina win. I'd like to see Messi do it, but the French are probably a better side overall, potentially, I think.
Potentially.
Maybe the keeper's a weak point, Lloris. Not a big fan of him.
Always think he's got an error in him.
He's got an absolute howler in him, isn't he? Yeah.
As you see Nell continue. It's
Go find out.
So, Cornet Boyson here, back into bowl, his third over. So just game just meandering along here a little. It's unfortunate. It's not been I was expecting a tight tussle, but the Bumblebees just lost too many wickets in that kind of 5 to 10 over period. And they fell away a little. Jaco Venter and Daniel Peters just using this as a glorified net, essentially. That one's run down to third man. So who are you backing to win the event, Dave, having played against the number 2 ranked or number 2 seeded team based on the standings today?
It's difficult for me to say. I haven't seen all of them play, obviously. I've watched them on highlights, but Masagami look strong, don't they? They look very strong. Not just on the previous history and the stats, but from what I've seen over here. If Dhaka play like they did against us, I think they've got a really good chance as well, Dhaka Warriors. But you never know. If you get those two out early, could be a different game.
This has gone very, very high in the air. The fielder's Cirky underneath it. Bit of hang time. He doesn't look confident. He did not look confident at all.
Jib.
He just got underneath it there and couldn't get back. It was swirling on the breeze, but not to be. It went so high.
That's a toughie, that, isn't it? No ball. Is he called no ball? Did I see the umpire call no ball then, or?
Ooh, wasn't it?
I think it's free hit. Yeah, it's free hit.
So free hit here. Load up, son. He's hit that well, but it's going to just be a single.
Yeah, no ball. It's not cost him anything.
Bit of ill discipline there from Cornet Boyson, the off spinner bowling a no ball, probably a cardinal sin in T20s. It's neatly worked around the corner. No real intent in the running now, though. That the match results pretty much established. So 3 overs left here. And Boyson North for 15 off his 3. Jarkko Venter 18 for 21. Now Bumblebees 98 for 6. We're just seeing Rudy Grayling here from Rebels. Just he's got a little buggy. His young son's just having a little nap in the buggy, and he's dragging him along, drink in hand. I hope he's not come all the way from Joburg in that buggy. That's one hell of a walk.
It's a bumpy ride, isn't it?
It's a bit of a story from the tournament earlier in the week. The Wolfpack, who are playing next, they flew into Joburg and their flight to Cape Town was cancelled, so they paid 25,000 Rand to get a driver to drive them down 16 hours to be here in time for their first match.
Wow.
That one's walloped. Wow.
Big. Huge.
That's into the kids' play area. So, parents, if you're listening in, get the kids out the way. We don't need any of that. But Daniel Peters, it is. Wasn't the best delivery there from Niels, and it's been dispatched into the play area. Thankfully, we're a little bit further on the square today. Dave, what do you think of the wicket? It's obviously a bit quicker and...
Yeah, completely chalk and cheese from the first game when we played MPVP. It was very dry and dusty the first game. Big spin, exploding out of the pitch. This was completely different. Much better to bat on. Ball came on. That was very good. Very good pitch.
And also the groundsman put a lot of water into it.
Yeah.
It's a good direct hit. Could be chaos here, but...
Unfortunately, the Dhaka Warriors like the pitch as well. So
yeah, slightly more than your batsman, you might say.
Playing through the line. Yeah, I didn't expect the level of hitting from that opener, unfortunately. Into the wind, in particular, was just brilliant striking the ball.
So another dot ball here. So good comeback here from Niels. Big 6 earlier in the over, but he's pulled it back. Just a single and a dot since then. And Jarkko got to load up here, surely. He goes, there we go. It's not going to be 6. It's probably going to be out.
It's a goner.
Could be a double play. Could be a double play. It's a double play. A rare double play. Interesting attempt at the steal. So, well hit there by Jarkko Venter, but just picked the man in the deep.
High on the bat.
Great catch and great awareness. Look at that. Caught it. 2 steps, pings it in. Bowler collects.
Excellent.
Daniel Peters caught napping, and a little fist pump there as well.
The old Brett Lee fist pump.
Start the lawnmower. So that's unfortunately the end of the tournament here for the Kamikaze Bumblebees. They don't have too far to travel, only from Somerset West, so not too far up the road. But the CPI challengers from Bloemfontein, they continue their challenge in this tournament into the quarterfinals. We run through the scorecard here. Not many great contributions there. Jan Rademan, the century make from yesterday, to 23. Daniel Peters, 20 at the end there. Matthew Dixon, 17. But 4 single-digit scores. And the hit wicket of Patoot.
It's a 5 from Niels.
Oh,
yeah.
Holtzhausen.
Yeah.
With the fifer just picked up there by Dave. So we'll see the bowling figures now. So they get a clap as they come off from all the players here. So look at that. Oh, maybe. No, 1 was the run out on the double play. Yeah, so
okay.
4 for Niels. So 4 for 21, but that's superb figures from him. Corne Boysen, 0 for 15. Lucas Boucher, 1 for 20. And look at the economy there from Peter Patoot. 3 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 6.
Exceptional.
Bowled fantastically well. So the challengers march on into the quarterfinals. We might get the bracket up now. We're hopeful. As we just see Table Mountain in the background. The sun's starting to set behind. There's a little bit of a haze over the mountain. But it's absolutely stunning.
It's just amazing, isn't it?
Do you fancy playing club cricket here?
Oh, think I'm a bit past my best at the moment, Si, but
I don't know. He looked pretty good through the tournament. Still hitting it sweetly enough.
I'm okay going at one a ball. That's about it. But oh, what a place! Yeah, I'd love to have played here when I was a bit younger. Come over here and do 6 months. It'd be fantastic.
Never say never, Dave.
Maybe Jack could come over here.
He hasn't. I don't think his batting's quite suited to African
Has he not
conditions.
quite got a contract? Yeah.
He needs a bit of a. It's tough as an overseas to adjust to the conditions.
That's right.
Jack's a great
Jacko.
guy. We'll
Plenty
stop
of
giving
time.
him stick. He looks like he's getting a bit upset here.
He's been great off the field, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely great. Yeah.
Superb. So I just see Wolfpack here warming up below us. They're getting ready to go against the world number 1 side, Masagmi. Now we see the bracket come up. So look at that. It's starting to take shape. So 2 matches to go here. Masagmi v Wolfpack on Wally Wilson, and the Glorious Legends will play the winner of Lila and Tech Republic. They're currently underway on Gary Kirsten. But Heritage Cricketers through. They beat Shofar Lions. Black Eagles, the remaining English team, knocked out Yankee Royals. CPI Challengers just beat Kamikaze Bumblebees. And the Dakar Warriors unfortunately defeated the Pink Panthers, who are with me here in the commentary box. Rebels knocking out Share Trip. So that's it. As you can see, we've got 2 South African teams, 2 Bangladesh teams, 1 Pakistan team. There'll be, for certain, another Bangladeshi team to join the quarterfinalists, and then either Masagmi or Wolfpack. But we're going to take a break. We'll be back very shortly here. But join us again. It's going to be another cracking game. The world number 1 side, Masagmi, up against the in-form and confident Wolfpack team from Lahore. So bye for now, Dave. Thanks for joining us. Jack, thanks for joining us.
Cheers, Simon.
We'll
Great
see you
cricket
again soon.
Cheers, guys.